You ever have a moment that split your life in two, before and after? Yeah, I just had one. Her name is Aurora. But before I tell you about her, let me tell you about the moment I almost missed. I wasn't in the room. I wasn't even in the building. I was 1,000 miles away. But I was caught in a space between joy and fear. And I want to talk you through the space with me. Because becoming a grandfather, it changes you in ways nobody prepares you for. And listen, if you think this is just about baby clothes and lullabies, oh no, we're going deeper. See, before Aurora, I was a father. That was a chapter. But becoming a grandfather, that's a whole new volume. It's like graduating from coach to elder, from protector to foundation. And let me tell you something. When you realize the future is staring at you, 8 pounds of it wrapped in a blanket, you don't just smile, you recalculate. Because for a moment, I panicked. I said, am I enough for this child? Did I do enough for the world she's coming into? Did I prepare my daughter enough? We're going to come back to that question because it's one I had to answer. Let me take you into the room. I wasn't there physically. My daughter lives in Georgia. But I was there in spirit. My phone was buzzing. My heart, it was racing. And then the message came in. She's here. Aurora. Just saying her name feels like speaking light into the world. I was so excited, I didn't know what to do. I had that funny feeling that you get in your body when you get real excited. And do you know what name almost made the list? I'll tell you in a minute, but let's stay in this moment first. Her name means dawn, the first light. And that's exactly what she is. In a world full of noise, fear, war, division. She is the first light of the next generation of my family. This little girl was born into a world that doesn't always feel safe. But here's the thing. Every generation has a reason to give up. And every generation gives birth to someone who refuses to. That's Aurora. She's not just my granddaughter, she's a signal that we keep going, that we rise, that we matter. She was born at the ending of a grief period, a heavy grief period. I lost my mother in December of 2022. My world was forever changed. I became untethered. I spiraled. Then in 2024, my older brother died. It was a 1-2 punch. I was on the ropes, ready to be knocked out. My sister-in-law called, her voice trembling with the weight of something final. He won't make it through the night, she said. My brother, my first friend, my quiet protector, was slipping away. I had just stepped out of work. My feet was heavy, my soul tired. Heading towards the subway when my phone rang again. This time it was my daughter, and with the gentleness of a sunrise breaking through storm clouds, she said, "Dad, I have to tell you something. We're having a baby." And in that moment, standing between loss and life, I remembered something powerful. This world we live in is beautiful and brutal. Often in the same breath. It will lift you up with joy 1 second and drop you into sorrow the next. It'll take you from a spin, make your head dizzy, and your heart fuller than it's ever been. You see, life doesn't wait for us to be ready. It hands us mountains and miracles in the same week. And that's what Aurora stepped into. A world on fire, blooming all at once. a place where pain and purpose dance together. She is both my anchor and my spark in this stormy, stunning, unpredictable world. She signifies hope. She signifies the dream that made it through the fire. She signifies the part of me that won't die when I'm gone. Let me tell you about the moment it hit me. My wife FaceTimed me. My older daughter and I was huddled around the screen, holding our breath. And there she was, just minutes old, with this mean face. The room was alive with sound. The steady beeping of monitors, nurses speaking in calm but urgent tones, the shuffling of feet, and the click of medical tools. Then it happened. Aurora cried. Her voice broke through the screen like thunder wrapped in sunlight. I saw her, fresh from the womb, slippery with life, wrapped in destiny. She wasn't even cleaned off yet, and still, she was perfect. I wasn't in the room, but in that moment, I was there. And I was never the same again. It wasn't just, that's my grandbaby. It was, that's my legacy. She carries my name in her bones, even if she never writes it down on paper. Now, here's something nobody told me. Being a grandfather makes you slow down in the best way. You start looking at life differently. You become present. And you realize that you have another person you're responsible for. I used to think I was too busy to be soft. Now I get a lump in my throat at baby socks. When I seen her little feet, the little feet in those little socks. I think about my grandparents a lot now, and my mother, because she was their grandmother. What they went through, what they gave up, and how every decision they made, good or bad, led to this little girl being born. Generations move like waves. Aurora, she's the crest of that wave. And now I ask myself, what do I leave behind to make sure her ride is smooth? Another question, what are you doing to make sure the world is better for someone you'll never meet? And when I say that, I mean your children, your great-grandchildren. I won't lie to tell you, this world is messy, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But do you know what makes it worth cleaning up? That little face, this little face, that little heartbeat. Aurora is the reminder that we don't have the luxury of hopelessness. We owe her better. We owe every child better. All right, I promised you earlier there was a few names floating around. We wanted something that captured the stars, but the stars felt too far away. Aurora. Aurora is the dawn, the beginning. We chose light that you can actually see. Aurora is also what I found out, which I thought was funny, is the name of Sleeping Beauty. I didn't even know it. I never knew that. So she's a Disney princess already. So here's what I whispered the first time I saw her face on my phone screen. And I said this: I will be here no matter what. Because grandfathering isn't just spoiling and storytelling. It's showing up. It's being a mirror, a shield, a soft place to land. If you ever think about planes, what is the thing? No matter what, they take off, right? It is what it is. But the thing that they try to find is a soft place to land. And one day, when Aurora's old enough, I'm going to tell her exactly how she changed me. And maybe, just maybe, she'll pass it on. Remember that question from earlier? Am I enough for this child? Here's what I realized. I may not be perfect. I may not have all the answers, but I'm present, and that is enough. Aurora doesn't need a superhero. She needs me, real, flawed, loving me. And I can be that. So now here's where I turn to you. Yeah, you. Watching this. What is your Aurora? What is the light in your life that makes you want to do better? Be better. Leave better. Drop a comment. Tell me your legacy. And if you're a grandparent, what did becoming one do to you? Let's build this porch conversation together. Because somewhere out there, there's a child being born today who's going to change the world. And they might just be watching us to see how. So, welcome to the world, Aurora. We've been waiting for you. This is The Talk with Uncle Jay. This was episode 3, Aurora. Legacy just arrived, and the light is just beginning. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the porch. It's just getting started. Thank you guys for joining me today. Have a great evening. Be safe. Have a great week. And if you can't have a great week, don't go messing up no one else's. Good night.